I want my dear children. Welcome all of you to my YouTube channel. Dear children, today we are going to learn about volume and capacity, which is in your third term, the first lesson. Third term, first lesson, volume and capacity. I hope now all of you know what is volume means. You have learned about a cube and a cuboid and its volume in your previous grades. Now I am going to recall you the lesson by reminding you how to get the volume. Here you just have to remember only this formula. Volume equals length into breadth into height. Volume equals length into breadth into height. And this is for a cube or a cuboid. So you have to remember, if you want to find out the volume of a cube or a cuboid, then what we have to do is to remember this formula. Here I am going to write another formula using this formula. I can write that volume equals, length into breadth means area. Length into breadth means area. Therefore, we can write that area to identify the area of the shape. So I would write area of the bottom. Area of the bottom into height. That means in a cube or a cuboid. In a cube, you can easily find out the bottom. In a cuboid, also you can easily find out the bottom. Therefore, we can remake this formula which you will learn as volume equals area of the bottom into height. Now, my dear children, this is what you have to remember. If they have given you length, breadth and height, then you have to use this formula. Volume equals length into breadth into height. Now, if they have given you the area of a cross section or area of the bottom, we would say that area of a cross section too. So area of the bottom or the area of a cross section, and if they have given you the height also, then you have to use this formula. So this lesson is going to be very easy. You just have to remember these two formulas only. Okay, let's see how we are going to do some questions using this formula. Okay, I'm going to practice this formula using an exercise. So all of you turn to exercise 22.1. Exercise 22.1. For the first question, they have given that the following table has measurements. The following table has measurements of some cubes and cuboids. Copy the table and fill in the blanks. So, my dear children, I am not going to copy the table, but I am going to use the measurements inside of the table. So, I am going to use the first measurement that they have given. Here, as you can see, they have given us length, breadth and height. So, let us find volume. As they have given us length, breadth and height, I have to use the formula, the previous one. So first of all, we have to put the correct exercise number, exercise 22.1, and the question number 1. So I would write that formula, volume equals length into breadth into height. Now what we have to do in here to substitute the values, it's so easy. So first one is as 8 into breadth, they have given us 6, then again height as 5. Now we have to multiply this and gain the answer. 8 times 6 is 48, then 48 times 5, then 5 times 8 is 40, then 4 remains, 5 times 4 is 20, 20 with this 4 is 24. So I can write the answer as 240 cubic centimeters. So this is our answer. So as you can see, this is very easy. And I'm going to do another question using the last measurement that they have given us in the table. Let us see how to do that thing. Again, I have used the same formula, volume equals length into breadth into height. So I'm not going to write it again now. Volume equals, I can put the length as 1 meter. No need to put the unit while you are doing the simplification, into the breadth as half, then the height as 40 centimeter. Can we put 40 centimeter into this one? No, we cannot put that thing because they are not in the same unit. Therefore, my dear children, first of all, we have to convert that 40 centimeter into meters. I hope all of you know how to convert 40 centimeter into meters. So first of all, we have to divide 40 centimeter by 100. Then we would receive the answer as 0.4, and that is in meters. Now we can write our answer because all of these measurements are in meters. So be mindful, my dear children, whenever you put the values into this formula, the unit should be equal. Now let us multiply this. 1 times 1 is 1. 1 times 0.4 is 0.4. So when we divide 0.4 by 2, then it will be 0.2 cubic meters. So this is going to be our answer. So as you can see, by using this formula to find out the volume in a cube or a cuboid, it is very easy. Okay, let's do another question. Okay, I'm going to do the second question of this exercise now. But before I do that question, I'm going to give you 3 steps to follow to find the answer for a question like this. For any kind of question, I mean regarding volume and capacity, if you want to find the answers, then you can follow these steps. The first step is to identify the figure. Second step is put the correct formula. Third step is substitute correct values. Now, if you follow these 3 steps, you can easily find out the answers for any given question. Okay, let us see the second question of the same exercise. Second question and Roman number 1. We have to read it after Roman number 1. Now, they say that the area of one face of a cube is 36 square centimeters. Find, for the Roman number 1, they ask that the length of an edge. Therefore, if we identify the figure as for the first step, then that is a square. The area of one face of a cube is a square. So therefore, we can draw a square somewhere in here. and they have given us the area, but they have not given us the side. Therefore, I can substitute any value, symbol, algebraic symbol, because I do not know that value. Then I can move on to the second step. Put the correct formula. We know that they have given us the area, therefore we can write the correct formula as area equals, all of you know that, length into breadth. Now, for the third step, we can substitute the correct values. Then that will be 36, as they have given us the area as 36. Then length as A into A. Now, we have to simplify this thing. Then we can write this thing as 36 equals A into A means A square. A into A means A square. Now, as I do not have enough space in here, I'm going to rewrite this thing above. Okay, now let us see then how to simplify this thing. Now, as we want an answer for A, therefore we have to send this square value to this side. Then it will be square root 36 square root. Then that means all of you know the square root of 36 as 6. Then we can write the answer as 6 centimeter. Now we know that the edge is 36 centimeters. Now we know that an edge is 6 centimeters. Okay, let us move on to the second question, Roman number 2. Now for Roman number 2, they ask that find the volume of this cube. So if you follow the step, first step is to identify the figure. That is a cube. That is a cube. Then for the second step, we can put the correct formula. Then we can write it as volume equals length into breadth into height. Then we can, for the third step, we can substitute the correct values. Now we know an edge as 6 centimeters. Therefore, we can write it as 6 into 6 into 6. 6 into 6 into 6. Now we can gain our answer. 6 times 6 is 36. Then 36 times 6. Then 6 times 6 is 36. 3 remains. Then 6 times 3 is 18. With that 3 is 21. So we can write our answer as 216 cubic centimeter. 216 cubic centimeter. So my dear children, as you can see, finding volume and capacity is very easy using this formula. But for that, you have to remember those 3 steps. If you follow the steps, then you can easily have the answer without thinking so much. Okay, there are some more in this lesson. Let us meet you in the new video. In the next video, I want all of you